So what we're going to be doing here today is unboxing the Mondo exclusive Catwoman figure based off of her appearance from The Cat in the Claw Part 1 from Batman the Animated Series, which is pretty much the definitive Batman. So let's get closer up and I'll show you all of the stuff that's inside here. First, let's talk about the box this thing comes in that we're going to open up here in a second. It's a nice box. It features the poster that Phantom City Creative came out with a couple of years ago. And it's got this really nice, sparkly Mondo exclusive sticker on there. But what we care about most is what's inside the box. And if you peel back this Velcro flap, you're going to see not only the figure, but you've got a lovely little quote here from the episode The Cat in the Claw Part 1. I like the little preview window for those of you who, spend $165 on something you're going to keep on the box forever. You can still look at the collectible while keeping it mint in box, which is kind of nice, but I like to crack this thing open. And there she is. 4 head sculpts in all, 2 cats named Isis. I don't think that would pass today. And we have bat cuffs, binoculars, a bunch of different hands, 2 whips, a pearl necklace with some diamonds on it, kind of like what you got from the DC Collectibles one, but bigger. And we have a diamond, and I'm guessing that's a bag of jewels or something specific to the Cat in the Claw Part 1. It's not a great episode. Okay, well, it came out easy enough. And usually these have a lot of plastic around them. Some kind of film. She doesn't. And she's got that cell shading we saw from the Batman and we saw from Mr. Freeze. The Batman one is okay. Mr. Freeze is great. Mr. Freeze is worth getting in my opinion. Batman, I can take it or leave it. So let's see here. I don't like the head sculpt. I'll just go ahead and say it right now. It doesn't look quite right. Her eyes look entirely too big, and they kind of seem like they come off of her head. It's just her eyelashes, but still, it's just it doesn't feel episode accurate. It doesn't seem like Bruce Timm's look. I mean, she's kind of weird looking. Yeah, not into the head sculpt at all. Paint seems okay. It's like she swivels on a ball joint there. Alright, got this midriff movement. See, the thing about these figures that have been coming out is, I don't know, the joints are a little too obvious. So there you go, you got some back and forth, up and down, knee bends. Looks like that ratchets, so that's not too bad if you wanted to have her do the splits or something. Leg does not go very far back, goes about that far forward. Yeah, I don't see myself really posing her in too many action poses. I mean, some of these positions could work. I don't know. Mr. Freeze definitely not, but you might be able to do some more with her. Yeah, paint on mine. Seems kind of good. It's a little dirty there. Overall, pretty nice paint job. Body seems like they did a good job on it. But, man, really don't like that head sculpt. I mean, sure, it's fine if I was just like a guest in someone's home and I saw this thing on display. I'd be like, oh, that's pretty neat. And then I'd have to really get up close to go, hey, that's kind of off. She's got Gollum eyes or something. I don't know. We'll have to look at some of these other head sculpts. This one looks better since her eyes are a little bit more narrow. They don't look quite as big and bulbous. Some of the matte painting could be a little bit better. She's smiling, but the smile just doesn't look like the Catwoman smile that I know so well. I mean, I watched these episodes dozens and dozens of times. And this just doesn't feel right to me. Let me see about this other one. This is kind of a sourpuss snarl type thing. Well, the eyes are better on it, but there's like a droplet of paint that's a bit obvious there. I might be able to clean that up myself. But when you're paying this much money for something, you shouldn't have to touch up things on it. The Selena Kyle head is actually really, really good. Probably the best head sculpt in the bunch, but I mean, is anybody honestly going to display it with this thing? And I never liked this design in the show. I mean, she's got this like Eileen Wuornos hair in the cartoon. It looks better here. They gave her kind of like a, I don't know, whipped cream kind of swoop to it. But in the show, it's more of just combed back and not attractive. She looked better in the new Batman Adventures. There's actually a groove there. There's not just a line of paint. But wow, she looks really good with this. I don't know, would I display it like this? Maybe? I don't know. It would be different. I mean, I'm not displaying any other Catwoman things that have Selena Kyle's face clearly visible like this, so that's something. And it is the best head sculpt in the bunch. But one of the things that I really wanted to do, since I have this exclusive version, is use this Isis and drape Isis over Selena's shoulders, and you're not going to be able to do that with this one, so I guess that's out. I mean, I don't know. You're paying this extra money to get this head sculpt, I believe. I don't think that the standard one had it, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something I would show off. Even though it is the best head in the bunch, I think out of all of them, I would go with the one I damaged least. Well, it's going to be not that one. No, you get out of here. Sourpuss face? Yeah, I think that's what I'd go with. But then, is the Sourpuss face going to look great having the cat on top of her shoulders? Because she should be happy. I mean, cats pick up on that kind of energy. They're not going to want to hang around you if you're mad. Oh, who cares? That's a lot of attitude. I like that. It's going to look good. Especially with the whip, but, okay, so the difference between the whips is that you have a loose one, and then you have the wrapped up one, but I've got no way of hanging it on her belt, so not much I can do with that. I don't really plan on displaying her with cuffs or binoculars. But I mean, you do a diamond necklace or just the... Yeah, I would probably just do the diamond because I have the DC collectibles already with the necklace. And then I guess I'll have to watch the episode. Find out what this thing is. Yeah, I don't see myself doing that. I'll just do it the diamond. There's a diamond. But is she going to stand on her own? As much as I like the bat symbol, I don't really care for these bases. They're a bit too big and bright and distracting. I don't think she's going to stand on her own. I mean, with Mr. Freeze, it was no problem. He had those chunky boots, so big, thick ankles. I don't think you're going to get that with her. I wouldn't trust it, especially if you're a person who has a cat. And if you're getting this, you probably are a person who has a cat. Hand sculpts, you get a lot of different ones you can swap in there, both with claws out and without claws, which is good. I'm glad they included that. That's nice. Is it going to be easy to swap in and out, though? Hell no, that broke right away. Well, that's fixable. Like, it's not actually broken plastic, but it's just a crummy design. It's kind of cheap. They could do better than that. Alright, easy enough to fix, but, you know, I shouldn't have any kind of headaches with something this expensive. I should be just happy the whole way through. Second one broke as well, and I gotta fix that one as well. This is a nuisance. Alright, pops right in, didn't really have any problems there. Really wanted some claws visible on this one. I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna swap this one in. All right, didn't break it. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just not very good at taking pegs in and out. Clearly it's me. All right, I got it in there. A little bit loose, but okay, that's better. Got that clawed hand. Can I put a diamond in it to where it's clearly visible? Ugh. This thing's just gonna fall out. It's just gonna fall out. Problem with a lot of these high-end toys is that they come with these accessories that only some hands can grip. There we go. I just want to know that this stays in there without falling out and me or my Roomba vacuuming it up. Because otherwise, if it's something that's going to fall out easily, don't put this in her hands. It's not a great accessory if it falls out of her hand easily. Alright, we're good. I want to recommend it, but I feel like it costs too much. It's got a bunch of variety in your head sculpts, but most of them aren't very good. And it's got some accessories with it, but most of them I don't see myself really using. I mean, I don't really want to call for less variety, but I don't know, maybe they need to start putting this stuff to a vote to find out what the fans would actually want included. I mean, you know that she's going to be able to stand up fine in this cradle, but anything else, we're really putting that belt at risk. This crotch grabber thing is really going to wear away at that paint. It was a lot of trouble trying to get this thing to stand up this way, but I mean, once I get it like that, she looks pretty cool. And there's no denying the fact that the more of these you get, the cooler they're all going to look together, especially if you get a nice painted backdrop. I just don't like how she and this base go together. I think they needed to have designed something unique just for her, just so we could have protected this belt here. I love the paint, love the body on it. It's got a lot of really good, well, they're well crafted accessories, but I'm not going to cuff her. And those aren't functional cuffs like we saw in the Hot Toys Batman and Robin from the 66 series. And if I could just get this set of binoculars out, I mean, that's not interesting. DC Collectibles already did an episode-specific Catwoman based on this very episode. It's good, but it's not great. I wouldn't want to spend $165 on this thing. I mean, if it was more around like that $90, $100 mark, you could lose some of these head sculpts, which are just, their eyes are too big, No, could have been better. She's gonna look great with the rest of them. If you've already been collecting them, you probably already ordered this thing already. But I'm just telling you right now, they could have done better on this. So do I recommend you buy it if you're a die-hard Bruce Timm Catwoman fan? If not, I would say you can probably skip this one. I don't think it's worth it for these extra head sculpts, which I don't think are great. But if you just love the character, then sure, this is going to be the best one you can buy right now. I mean, I don't think it's fantastic, but it is the best that we have right now. She is, as I said, good but not great. I wish that the head sculpts were better. I wish she could stand on her own, or at least we would have been given a better base that protects the paint job there. And I wish we had a little bit more exciting accessories, even though they are well made. You'll just have to decide for yourself, I guess.